Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create GitHub issue on Google Form submission using AI agent. So I'm a manager in a software development business and we manage all our issues using GitHub. We have created a form using Google Forms with the help of which we collect the issues, the bugs as well as the feature requests from our team members or testers. Now over here what I want is that as soon as by the team member a form submission is going to be done, I want to create a detailed issue in my GitHub account, and doing that manually is a very time consuming and a hectic task. So to solve this problem, I have created an AI agent using Pabbly Connect. Now what is going to happen that as soon as a new form submission is going to be done by the team member using Google Forms, automatically an AI agent is going to generate us some content. It is going to generate the issue title, description, AI suggestion as well as the priority of the issue. As well as these details are going to be generated by the AI agent, automatically the issue is going to be created in our GitHub account using the details. So now if you want to learn how you can create this amazing AI agent without need of any coding and programming skills using Pabbly Connect step by step, for that let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to create GitHub issue on Google Form submission using AI agent. So as a manager in a software development business, I often receive internal bug reports and feature requests through form filled by my team members or testers. I use Google Forms to easily collect all these inputs in a structured way. I use GitHub to manage all my development tasks and track issues efficiently. To save time and manual efforts, I've set up an automation where every new submission done by the person using Google Forms automatically creates a GitHub issue using an AI agent that smartly formats the issue and description based on the form input. This helps me ensure no report is missed and the development process continues without delay. And I'm going to create this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So now for creating this amazing AI agent, I'm going to be using Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which you have two options, that is sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account, but if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I'm an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to use Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you, and now to create a new AI agent in our Pabbly Connect account, we have to create a new workflow. For that, click on this Create Workflow button on the top right corner. Firstly, it is asking for the workflow name, which is going to be AI agent to create GitHub issue on Google Forms submission. Okay, so this is the name of my workflow. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select the AI agents folder, and then I'm going to click on this Create button. A workflow has been successfully created, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We have to set up our trigger step first, in which for my trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select over here as Google Forms. In my Google Forms, whenever a new form submission is going to be done by the team member or the testers, I want the trigger over here should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger application, I've selected it as Google Forms, and the trigger event is going to be new response received. Then you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Using the unique webhook URL and by following the steps given here below in the help desk, we are going to build a connection between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here and open the form that I want to connect. So this is the form right over here in the name of development issue submission form, and using the form, the team members and the testers are going to submit any of the bugs or the feature requests that they have. Okay. So now for connecting this form to Pabbly Connect, go to responses section. Then click on this link to sheet option right over here. It says select destination for responses. Either for the response, you can create a new spreadsheet or you can select the existing one. I'm going to create a new one. For that, I'm going to click on this create button right here. And a new spreadsheet is going to be created. This spreadsheet that I've created is directly connected to this form that I've created right over here. Whenever by any of the team members, a form submission is going to be done using Google Forms, automatically in the spreadsheet, the record of the form submission is going to be created. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this spreadsheet to Pabbly Connect. Okay. So as soon as the new response is going to be recorded in the spreadsheet, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. Okay. So now what we are going to do is for connecting the spreadsheet from the panel, go to extensions, add-ons and get add-ons option right over here. This window is going to appear in front of you, on which on the search apps panel, we have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks right here. I'm going to select it. And you can see that I've already installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, so I'm going to move forward. But if you have not installed this webhook, please do install it so that you can build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect using the webhook. After installing, go back and refresh the spreadsheet from here. After refreshing the spreadsheet, if I'm going to go back to extension, you can see this option that is Pabbly Connect webhooks. From the drop down, you need to select this option that is initial setup right here. Then the initial setup dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the webhook URL and for us to select the trigger column. For the webhook URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And the trigger column says the trigger column will be your final data column on which of the data is added. The whole of that raw data will be sent to the webhook URL. In this spreadsheet, my trigger column is going to be this column E, because in this column, a final data related to the description of the issue is going to be added. As soon as over here in this final row, the data is going to be added, the entire row's data is going to be forwarded towards this webhook URL. So for my trigger column, I'm going to write it as column E. Then I'm going to click on this submit button right here. As soon as I've done that, it says setup configured successfully. Now I'm going to go back. You can see this is my trigger column. Okay. The steps that I'm going to tell you right now is super important. So please do not forget to follow them. Go back to extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks. Now from the drop down, you need to select this option that is send on event. It is mandatory to click on send on event because as soon as the record of the new form submission details is going to be added over here in the spreadsheet, this spreadsheet is going to collect the data and send it towards this webhook URL right here. That is our workflow. That is why it is mandatory to click on the send on event button. Okay. So this is how you build a connection between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect in this manner. So if I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, it says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether Google Forms is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a test form submission using the form that I've created. And after that, I'm going to check whether automatically the trigger captures the response of the form submission or not. For doing the form submission, I'm going to copy the link of this form from here and open it in a new tab right over here. So this is the form that I've created, and now let us do the form submission. Firstly, it is asking for the name. So for the name over here, I'm going to write it as test account. Okay, this is the name. For the email address over here, I'm going to write it as testaccount@pabblytudes.com. For the issue type, I'm going to select over here as bug. And for the description over here, I'm going to write it as. So this is my issue. After the recent update, user profile images are not uploading correct. It throws 500 error when the upload button is clicked. Okay. You can see right over here, this is the description. The issue type is bug. Now I'm going to click on this submit button to do the form submission. It says the response has been recorded. As now we have successfully created this form submission over here. I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. And yes, you can see in the trigger, the response of the form submission has been captured. If I'm going to tally the response, the name of the person was test account, issue type is bug, email is testaccount@pabblytudes.com, and you can see right over here, this is the same issue right here that was done right now, the test form submission. Okay. As now the response has been captured over here in my trigger, this means that Google Forms is connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is now been done. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. Now, as we have the issue over here in our trigger, I want an AI agent to generate a proper title, description, priority, and an AI suggestion as well. I want an AI agent to give and generate all these details to me. And for my AI agent in my business, I am using OpenAI. But if you want to use any other AI platforms as your AI agent in your business, you can definitely do that according to your requirement. So now let us set up our action step, in which from action application, as my AI agent is OpenAI, I'm going to select over here as OpenAI. For the action event, I'm going to select it as ChatGPT, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection. Then it is asking for the token, using which we are going to build the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. To have the token, go to this hyperlink given here below in the help desk right here. Then the API keys page of my OpenAI account is going to appear in front of you, and now to generate a new token, click on this create secret key button. It is asking for my token name first. So for the token name over here, I'm going to give it as test. For the project, I'm going to select it as default, and permissions, I'm going to select it as all. Then I'm going to generate the token from here. A token is generated. I'm going to copy it from here, paste it in this token field right here, and click on the save button. And you can see OpenAI has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. After building the connection, firstly, it is asking for me to select the AI model. Using which AI model are we generating the title, description, priority, and the AI suggestion of the issue? For the AI model in my business, I am using GPT-4 Omni. But if you want to use any other AI models according to your business requirement, you can definitely do that. After selecting the AI model, we need to give this AI a prompt. What is a prompt? Prompt is the text with the help of which an AI is going to generate as a content according to our requirement. In the prompt, we need to specifically mention each and every detail of what we want and what we do not want. So over here for the prompt, according to this use case and the things that are required, I'm going to write over here as. So this is the prompt that I've written right over here. You are an AI assistant helping a development team manage incoming issue. Based on the following user submitted details from Google Forms, generate the following outputs. Issue title, a clear, concise title for GitHub issue. Issue description, a properly formatted, developer-friendly description for the issue or feature request. Priority level based on the detailed description. Assess and assign the priority of one of which, low, medium, high, or urgent. AI suggestion, a small suggestion or recommendation of how the issue could be solved or be approached. Here are the details. I have to mention the details right here. Lastly, it says do not add anything extra like over here and reference. So now what is these two lines right over here? I want all the details, title, description, priority level, and AI suggestion. I want all these details to be separated from each other. I want the title separately, description, priority level, and AI suggestion, all of them separately, okay? And if I don't add this line right over here, what is going to happen? I'm going to receive all these details clubbed together in a paragraph format from this AI agent. So in order to get the response separately, we have to have a response in a JSON format, and that is why I've entered this JSON right over here, example of JSON how I want. Title, description, priority level, and the AI suggestion. Okay, in this manner, we'll receive the response. So now if you also want the response in a JSON format, you can find this prompt over here in the workflow link that I've added in the description box below. You will find the exact prompt. Copy this line and add it in your prompt as well. Okay. In this prompt, it is asking for the details for the full name, email address, issue type, and the description of the form submission. Now for the data of these fields, we are going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to select the field that is the full name right over here, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. And as I'm going to click on it, the response that was captured in our previous step is going to appear. In the response, we have received the full name of the person who have done the form submission, and it is asking for the full name of that person only. So I'm going to select the data of the full name from my previous response. As now I've selected this data from my previous response, you can see this data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. In the similar manner, it is asking for the email. So I'm going to map the data of the email right over here. Next, it is asking for the issue type. So for the issue type, I'm going to map the data, and for the description over here, I'm going to map the data of the description right here. Okay. After filling in all the required details in the entire prompt and selecting the AI model, I'm going to simply click on this save and send test request button right here. And within few seconds, you can see this AI agent is going to give us a response. In the response, you have received the title first. You can see this is the title, that is user profile image upload fails. Next, it has provided issue description. This is the description. After the recent updates, users are unable to upload the profile images process. When the upload button is clicked, 500 error is thrown. Okay, you can see over here it says step to reproduce. You can see the step is given. Expected behavior is also given right over here. Actual behavior is also given right over here. All the details, additional notes is also been given. Okay, you can see this AI agent has generated us amazing content. Priority level is high right over here. It has detected the priority is high, and over here the AI suggestion has also been provided. Investigate severe logs error related to the image upload functionality. You can see the AI suggestion has also been given. Okay, so as now all the required details has been given over here in our AI step, now what we are going to do is, using all the details, we are going to create an issue in our GitHub account that is going to allow my team members to know what is the issue and how we can resolve the issue as well. Okay, for that I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, in which from action application I'm going to select over here as GitHub. Action event is going to be create an issue. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection. Then click on this connect with GitHub button right over here. As I've done that, it is asking for the permission for this account, for which I'm going to click on this authorize Pabbly button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this authorize Pabbly button right here. And as I've done that, you can see GitHub is successfully authorized to Pabbly Connect. Firstly, it is asking for the owner. The owner of my account is Ashi0209 over here. So I'm going to select the owner as Ashi0209. For the repo, I'm using repo Ashi0209/connect app right over here. This is the repo that I've selected. Okay. Then it is asking for the label. For the label, I'm going to toggle this map button on and erase this existing data from here. And in place of this label, I'm going to map the data of this issue type label right over here. That is the bug that we have right here. So I'm going to map the data. For the title, I'm going to map the data of the title right over here. For the body, I'm going to map the data of the body. That is going to be my description first. So before mapping, I'm going to write over here three things. First is issue description. Okay. Then I want priority level. Okay. And lastly, what I'm going to write, AI suggestion. Okay, so now I'm going to map the data of all the things. Firstly, for the description, I'm going to map the data of the generated description. Then for the priority level, I'm going to map the data of the priority level right here. And lastly, for the AI suggestion, I'm going to map the data of the AI suggestion right here. Okay. So now to bold all these labels that I've written right over here, I'm going to add a star in the end and in the front of this text right here. In this manner, this text is going to be bold. Okay. Assign to, I'm going to assign it to Ashi0209 right over here. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. I have received a response, which is a positive response. If I'm going to open the issues page and refresh this page from here, you can see a new bug has been added. Okay. And you can see right over here, this bug has been added successfully right here. Okay, you can see this is a description. The issue description is right over here. Steps to reproduce, expected behavior, actual behavior, environment, additional nodes. You can see right over here. These are the details. Priority level is high, and AI suggestion. This is the AI suggestion. Okay, and this was the title that was generated as well. Okay, so now you can see over here the label is also bug. As you can see, a new issue has been created over here with a detailed description right here. This means that we have successfully created this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So now to sum till now what we have done, as soon as now by the team members or the testers, any of the bug report, feature request or improvement request is going to be generated using Google Forms. Automatically the trigger Google Forms new response received is going to capture the response of that. Using the details of the form submission, an AI agent that is OpenAI ChatGPT is going to generate as a title of the issue, description of the issue, priority of the issue, and the AI suggestion of the issue. Okay, as these details are going to be generated by the AI agent with the help of the form submission, I manage all my issues using GitHub. So automatically this issue is going to be created in my GitHub account using GitHub create an issue. Okay, and in this manner I have created this amazing AI agent to create GitHub issue on Google Form submission using Pabbly Connect without need of any coding and programming skills. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.